Good evening, everybody. I'm the Rixer, and this is a simple tutorial about basic facts about Jak and Daxter whenever you want to speedrun this game, and how to time and start your runs. So, yeah, let's start with the facts. For this game, there is... okay, so the first thing to note is that if you want to run 100%, it doesn't matter what copy you have of this game. So just ignore that. For the any percent, however, you want to check your copy of the game. If you have the Black Label edition, PAL or NTSC Black Label, that is, you can run this game any percent. If you do not have that, you cannot run any percent, but you can run any percent no save load. So here's why. If you have the Platinum / Greatest Hits edition, you won't be able to run the any percent, because the Black Label edition of this game has a glitch where if you save the game and load the game at Golan Maya Citadel after a certain cutscene, you can warp to the top of the Citadel by just saving and loading, and it saves 6 minutes, and it was patched in the Platinum / Greatest Hits edition. So yeah, you won't be able to do that, but you will still be able to run the category called any percent no save load. It's a category that's made because people that don't actually have this version can also run the game. So, to the game. If you're on PAL, make sure that in graphics options you set your video mode to 60 Hz. I'm not gonna do that because it's gonna mess up my recording and everything. I've heard from several runners that this does affect your frame rate and your speed of the game. If you're playing on NTSC, it's totally fine. Aspect ratio, that doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna set it to wide because it looks good. For game options, you want play hints off. Make sure you have them off from the beginning of the game whenever you are gonna create the save file. I'm gonna turn vibrations off because I don't like those. So now what you want to do, you want to make sure to have 60 Hz and hints off. Those are the only things you want. The rest is just, you know, whatever. But so right now you can see that you want to basically make a save file. You actually need a memory card to run this game. What you want to do is create a save file, and then once you've done that, reset the console. So what you've basically done is, by resetting the console, you have basically skipped a 6-minute cutscene. The opening cutscene of this game is 6 minutes. If you want to time your runs by watching that cutscene every time, then yeah. I mean, go ahead. It's just that most runners don't really want to watch that cutscene, which is why we do our timing this way. Because we can just easily start runs without having to watch the opening cutscene. So what you've done right now is you have created a 0% file, which is straight from the start of the game. So because you started a file with the play hints off, they're gonna be off on that file all the time. So if you made a file with play hints on, you will have to, I believe that you will have play hints on that file all the time. Oh yeah, I can't change that. I can't change it because my recording's gonna look messed up. I would show you, but I think it'll mess up completely. Okay, so once you wanna do a run, load your game. You don't have to do the reset thing all the time. You just have to basically, you don't have to do the whole create a new file. Now this is the file you will be doing runs from all the time. So what do you want to do? So you want to load the file, and on the black loading screen, I think I touched my memory card. Hold on. There we go. I lost audio as well. Okay, so pull it out. Pull it out on the black screen, and you will get this. This is where your run will start. That was really weird before. I didn't have any music or anything, but what you want to do is you want to load your game, and on the black screen, once you hear the little bling thing, like sound effect, once you know that your game is loaded, take out the memory card, and your game will start from here. So basically, once you press boom, you've started your run. Remember, it is debatable whether you want, like, some people start from the floor, like whenever you popped out, or like if you start your run like right here, or if you start from in the portal. I personally prefer the portal because, yeah, it feels more like let's say if your control stick is off a little bit, you could be like, your timing could be off. So I'd recommend doing the portal way, what I just showed you. But yeah, just make sure not to time your run while you're standing still like this. You want at least the screen that's saying continue. That's how you want it. And yeah, because there's a huge debate over like timing your runs wrong and shit. So whenever you do runs of this game, just follow this and time your runs like this. It's only like half a second. You don't really gain time. Like you may be gaining a second by not jumping out of the portal or so, but just keep in mind you're actually timing the way others do. So, you know. Oh, and by the way, once you're doing save load in Gaul and My Citadel, in that cutscene later in the game, like when you're in the cutscene before the save load glitch, pop back in the memory card and save the game and load it. So that's just a note there. This video turned out a little longer than I actually wanted to, so yeah, more tutorial videos will come out of more Jak games anyway. Could be 1, could be 2, or 3. Take care, everyone.